Hey everyone, it's your favorite Sassy trainer, Miko, back with another explainer. Come on in, get settled. If you're an aspiring virtual staff member, a founder, or really just anyone looking to seriously level up your workspace game, you are in the exact right place. Now, we are picking up right where our last deep dive on Notion connections left off. We already know how to connect our apps, but today we're stepping it up. We're talking about scaling. How exactly does a unified workspace grow with a business, from a scrappy little startup all the way to a massive global enterprise? Let's get into it. Okay, here is your quick syllabus for today. 1. Beyond connections. 2. Startups moving faster and cheaper. 3. Scaling growing teams. 4. Enterprise search and AI. And finally, 5. Security at scale. Let's get to work.
Section 1. Beyond connections. Unified workspaces.
So step 1 in scaling your client's business is eliminating the massive headache of tool sprawl. We have got to stop jumping between 50 different browser tabs and disconnected apps where you just end up missing all your team's context anyway. The modern solution is simple. Use Centralize. You move into one connected, AI-powered workspace where the planning, the documenting, and the building all happen side by side. You see, you aren't just connecting apps anymore. You are literally building your entire company's central nervous system from the ground up.
Moving right along to Section 2, Startups. Moving faster, cheaper.
Let's talk layman's terms and real dollars, people, because this is where it gets fun. If your founder goes out and buys a separate AI chatbot, that's $20 a user. A standalone Team Wiki, that's $10. A dedicated project management tool, another $24. When you consolidate just those 3 basic tools into one workspace, a tiny 10-person startup saves over $4,000 a year. Seriously, stop paying for redundant software subscriptions. That is money that belongs back in the business, not in the pockets of 5 different software companies.
And if you are a founder or maybe a VA managing a founder's budget, listen up, because applying for their startup program makes this even cheaper. Here is your step-by-step tutorial on snagging those benefits. Step 1. You can actually get 6 months free on the business plan, which, by the way, includes all that sweet AI, if you have under 100 employees and are affiliated with one of their select startup partners. Step 2. You get 3 months free if you're under 100 employees with just a valid business website and domain email. And Step 3, if you're a small business under 10 employees, or, hey, even if you accidentally submitted an incomplete application, they still hand you 1 month free. Absolutely do not leave this money on the table.
Just take it from Nashalu, who works in growth and operations. Her team uses Notion as their operating system for absolutely everything, from engineering specs right down to new hire onboarding. Her team actually tripled in size in just 1 year, and because they used one single platform to manage their entire product lifecycle and all their company goals, all that vital information stayed central and instantly accessible to those new hires. As an aspiring virtual staff member, knowing exactly how to set up an operating system like this, that makes you completely indispensable to a growing startup.
All right, Section 3. Scaling growing teams.
Now, when your boss's company inevitably hits a growth spurt, you have to establish boundaries. You really can't have everyone freely roaming through every single company document. Enter private team spaces. Think of these as VIP hidden rooms. You use these for sensitive HR performance reviews, payroll data, or high-level Q4 company planning. If a team member isn't explicitly invited, they don't even know the room exists. This is absolutely step 1 for scaling securely as a small to medium business.
And as you add that VIP structure, you still have to maintain complete visibility for the actual daily work. Justin Watt at MetaLab perfectly captures this. He says it helps them keep track of over 30 projects at once, giving them the full lay of the land right away. For growing SMBs, this is exactly how you prevent work from bottlenecking. As a project manager, you set up custom Gantt charts and Kanban boards, and the right people can see exactly where a task is holding up. Nothing gets lost in the shuffle.
Which brings us to Section 4, Enterprise Search and AI. When you reach the enterprise level, the sheer volume of data is, well, it's terrifying. And this is exactly where enterprise search becomes your superpower. You don't have to rack your brain remembering if your boss sent a crucial file in an email, a random Slack message, or buried in a GitHub ticket. The AI instantly cuts through those silos. You literally just type a question into the search bar, and the AI combs through every connected third-party app to pull the exact context and the answer for you instantly. No more digging through nested folders for 3 hours.
Look at this real-world example from John Allard in engineering over at OpenAI. He notes that having all their technical documentation centralized
means what used to take hours of debugging can now be solved in minutes just by asking the AI. For large-scale product development, saving hours of a highly paid engineer's time translates to massive profit and efficiency gains. You're basically using AI to do the tedious administrative digging for you.
And hey, it's not just software engineering. Taku Wakasugi at Toyota points out that the AI actually removes the administrative busywork that constantly plagues product teams. When your enterprise AI handles those repetitive tasks autonomously, summarizing meetings, generating action items, your teams stay aligned, they stay focused on their actual jobs, and they move much, much faster.
Now, you might be wondering if the massive global players actually trust this system. 98%. A staggering 98% of Forbes Cloud 100 teams use this exact platform. That is immense credibility right there. But when you have that many huge enterprises dumping all their proprietary company knowledge into one AI searchable hub, the absolute biggest question becomes, how on earth do they keep that data safe?
That leads perfectly into Section 5, Security at Scale.
Let's translate these heavy-hitting specs into layman's terms, because you definitely need to understand this when your clients ask about security. AES 256 encryption? That just means your data is locked in a military-grade digital vault. It meets massive global compliance standards, meaning it's GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA certified. So yes, it handles sensitive medical and regional data completely legally. It has SAML-based single sign-on, which is really just a fancy way of saying your IT department can revoke a fired employee's access across everything with one single click. And the absolute golden rule of AI governance? There is zero training or storage of your customer data by the LLM providers. The AI is there to help you, but it doesn't steal from you to train its public models. Your data is yours, period.
So my aspiring virtual staff, my founders, my managers, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on today. Take a hard look at your own workspace right now or your client's workspace. How much time and money is your team currently losing to tool sprawl? Are you paying for 5 different tools when one connected workspace could do it better, faster, and cheaper? It is absolutely time to evaluate your efficiency and stop throwing money away. Thank you so much for joining Sassy Trainer Miko on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to start consolidating those tools today. Class dismissed. See you next time.